Save it. Save the video.
Okay. We're live on Facebook. Hey everyone, we're live on Facebook. This is Hector Chacho Trinidad Jr. I'm your host, Cristian Portilla. This is Meet That Mondays. We're gonna have a great show. Thank you for being here, boo. Peace world, welcome to Meet Them Mondays, a show about community, culture, and lifestyle in Miami. I'm your host, Cristian Portilla. Before we get into the show today, I just want to say thank you all for an amazing year. Thank you for listening to Meet Them Mondays and being a part of my journey. This is the last show of 2018, and next month, Meet Them Mondays actually turns 2 years old. And so I want to say happy holidays to you all. I'm very excited that I have been able to do this for as long as I have been. Wishing you all a happy new year and a safe and prosperous and successful 2019. I have many great things coming up for you in the new year. More shows, more content, more stories, and we're definitely going to be celebrating the Meet Them Mondays 2-year birthday. So the details will be coming up very soon. Of course, it'll be a celebration and you're all invited if you're in the Miami area. I actually have like a little cough situation. Everybody in Miami's been getting sick. It's crazy. But anyway, I'm here in the studio with Hector Trinidad Jr., a.k.a.
Chacho.
A.k.a. Chacho. Come closer to the mic, boo.
Gotcha.
And so, full disclosure, we've known each other since we were in kindergarten.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
And so, it's kind of like trippy when you watch people grow up and become like humans, like adults in front of your own eyes, right?
Yeah, you see each other get old.
You see each other get older. And I was really well, I got to see your metamorphosis like firsthand, right? And definitely through social media. And I felt like now was a perfect time for you to be here in the studio with us because it's the end of the year and people start making New Year's resolutions and people start, wanting to get serious about going to the gym or changing their lifestyle, start getting gym memberships. Excuse me. Some people start to overeat, and me too. And just so many things started affecting us. The holidays are oftentimes very sad for a lot of people and just a time of like a lot of reflection. And you had like this complete 360 happen in your life. And pretty much what I saw happen was you decided to change your lifestyle. You started to get fit. You lost mad weight. And you completely transformed, like, right before my eyes. And I'm sure people still look at you and they don't recognize you. And they're just like, yo, who is this guy?
Yeah.
So I want to talk about that story. And I also want to get your perspective on what it is to be a man. And like sort of the pressures that society puts on you guys as a whole to be fit, to look great, social media and how that affects you. So welcome to Meet Them Mondays, boo.
What's up? Good to
Thank
be
you
here.
for being here.
Yeah, awesome.
So I guess let's start with what was going on in your life when you decided to transform it?
Alright, so at one point I was 290 pounds.
Okay.
I think I was like...
Are you eating gum?
Yeah.
Spit it out for me.
So, sorry guys, my breath stinks. Now,
you smelled so good. I smelled you before you walked in that door.
Thank you, appreciate it.
So you were 290 pounds.
Yeah, and it was around the time where my older sister was getting married, and she would crack jokes at me. She'd be like, "Oh, need to lose weight for the wedding," and I was like, "Damn, I really do." I was once skinny. When I did high school, I finished my high school in the Dominican Republic. When I came back, I was kind of skinny, and then got fat. And during the wedding, I realized that where I was at, didn't like it. when your sister says something, something behind it, yeah, she's cracking jokes, it's all funny, but she really means it, she's like, hey, come on, fat fuck, do something about your life.
Damn.
Yeah, seriously, and I'd rather have
like that
way.
tough love.
Yeah, exactly. But definitely. So I think right after that, I always did boxing. I always was into boxing. From a kid, I just I got away from it. Injuries and all that. I just said, only way I'm gonna lose weight is doing something that I'm gonna enjoy and have fun at. Like I've been in the gym and get out. You kind of lose motivation on yourself if you're not enjoying what you're doing.
Yeah.
So I just stuck to that, and then little by little it came. And once my weight got down to like an appropriate amount or whatever, pounds or whatnot, that's when I started looking for fights and all that.
But appropriate for whom? Like for you? Were you started feeling comfortable or?
No, more so. Let me see. So I was 290. By the time I was like 200, 190, whatever, like I started looking in the mirror. I was getting comfortable with my shirt off. I started posting pictures. Yeah, facts. Absolutely. Why lie? I was. Yeah. And I think what an appropriate weight more so for fighting. Okay. So whoever doesn't know, in fighting you gotta cut weight. People that I fight, for example, at 170 pounds. People in that division, they at the most will probably walk around 220. I know guys that walk around 200 pounds plus and get down
then cut the weight
to 170 pounds. It's not healthy. That's a lot of weight.
I was just gonna say, is that healthy?
I mean, there's a healthy way to do it, but some people do push their limits and all that. But me, once I was in the 200s, I knew, I could probably get there.
Yeah.
I fought once at 185 pounds, and then after that, I went back down and been pretty on point ever since. Haven't lost it.
And so, did you, previous to you wanting to get fit and all of that, before your sister started telling you, were you already feeling self-conscious on your own, like growing up, or even in that age where we start dating and we start
yeah,
like how was that like for you?
Man, I'll tell you what, so like, all right, so guys won't admit it, but every guy's had that one chick where they don't tell their friends about because they're kind of ashamed of what they had to get or whatnot. You know what I mean? Like, I was fat, so hey, I wasn't coming across nothing pretty. I'm not even gonna try to lie to you. When you're, I hate to use
just
the term.
Be honest.
Yeah,
just be honest.
Yeah, I use the term like out of your league or whatnot, but like certain women that look a certain way, I knew I had no chance at because I was fat. I didn't look good. Yeah, honestly is, I guess it has to do with confidence as well. Definitely, a little bit self-esteem too, but like you just know that why try? So like the women that kind of were like at least somewhat somehow find me appealing were just nothing to brag about.
So you wouldn't tell your friends?
Nah, I don't even want to lie to you. Yeah, my boys know. They were like, I'll hide. Yeah, it was pretty bad. I won't front.
But what would you say about like our city and like Miami, like especially like?
Oh, this is a fifth city.
You were saying that?
Fifth city, absolutely. Who doesn't work out in South Florida?
Yeah.
Look around. Everybody has a pair of leggings. Everybody, for real. Think about it.
But would you say that we're superficial? Like, especially now that you went through, like, your before and your after?
I'll say 70%.
We are superficial. Or not superficial.
I said, yeah. I mean, we're at the certain time where, social media runs it all.
Yeah.
Voila. I'm one to say that I don't take too much of the social media, but I still post. I'm still on there every day. I'm not a hypocrite, so I'll be honest with that. But who doesn't want to post how they look today?
Yeah.
Or whatever shoes they just got or something.
But your situation is different because the way that I look at it is like there's a mental aspect to what you did.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's a spiritual aspect to what you did. It goes beyond superficially like wanting to stump for the gram. Like there's so many people, you have no idea. When I said that I was gonna do this show, and especially when I was gonna talk about the male perspective, like we're not used to seeing that. We're used to women always being the ones that are like everything is catered to us to lose weight. Pills, commercials,
Right.
Dr. Miami, like everything. But when you start getting into it, like when it comes to guys, we never hear guys be like, oh, cogiéndose el chicho, saying I'm fat. That never happens.
I mean, I don't know if that's medically possible, but I mean, I don't know. But yeah, definitely, like for guys, I don't know if it's necessarily a pressure that I think was put on me from social media. I think I looked at myself and I said, I'm not being my best right now. I'm not like everything from size 40 pants, double XL shirts and all that. Like there was certain clothes I couldn't wear, certain like color schemes of clothes I couldn't wear because they didn't have my size. And like that shit sucks. You know what I'm saying? Like now it's not only affecting how I look, in the bathroom, but how I step out too. Cause shit, I can't even wear the fucking colors I want to wear because they don't got my size.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like I mean, every guy wants to look good. Every guy wants to be out dressed well, catch eyes and all that. And when your weight applies to the clothes you gotta wear, that's a telltale sign.
But would you have conversations with your boys? Like, did you guys ever get on each other? Like, damn, dude.
No,
like,
no. When you're fat, when you're fat, you only hang around with fat people. No, I only have fat friends. Ain't nobody was trying to lose weight. No, I did it all on my own.
Are you serious?
Yeah, all my friends are fat.
But as guys, like, I know as women, we're always constantly like, girl, what you think about this? Girl, look at me like that, or whatever. We complain to each other. We compliment each other. We, tell each other, like, I want that body. I want your legs. I want your ass. Like, what is it with guys? Like, how does that conversation go when you guys are with your boys and you guys are talking about your bodies and being fit? Like,
I could tell, I fight and, I have a cousin that fights, in the gym, all the guys that I hang out with. I think, the speech, especially like in between fights, everybody gains weight. Everybody, overeats, enjoys the food that they couldn't enjoy while they were training and all that. So, for example, my boy Gerardo, shout out Gerardo, he'll get a fight, he'll eat pizza, and he'll be like, man, I think this pizza is gonna affect my shape. Like not even like so much like physically, just him conditioning wise,
right.
or like endurance and
his
everything like
stamina.
that. Right. He believes that. Now I disagree. I just read like one bad meal won't change everything, but it's a placebo effect. If you really think it'll happen.
Yeah.
And I think that happens with him because I'm Dominican. I love chimneys. I'll eat a chimney today and run 4 miles an hour, and I'll be perfectly fine. But I think you definitely he puts that pressure on himself.
Yeah.
Where, damn, it's pizza.
Yeah.
Now I gotta pay for, it's a meal And I think most guys are like that, especially if they're active, definitely or training or, looking good, in either or, either cutting weight, bulking up, whatever. I think it would probably go as far as to like where they take, a certain lady out. What, let me take it to this restaurant because I can eat this.
Damn.
No, definitely. I know I've done it. I guarantee you, like if I'm taking a lady out while I'm training, I'm gonna go somewhere where I know I could eat this, eat that, and I'll be straight. And then I won't look like a bitch in front of her. That's important. Like girls don't want to see a guy eat less than her.
Eat a salad.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I love salads. Salads are like one of my favorite foods in general.
Yeah, but
always have been.
See, okay, well that's like a common thing. A man eating a salad,
Yeah.
they call him a little bitch. Everybody that.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I think everybody says that. I think that's a thing. Yeah, definitely.
But like we put these ideas in each other's heads. Like we put those things out there. Like if a guy eats a salad, if a guy eats less than me, like you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, and that's
pressures.
true. That's true. But you know what? I never heard that anywhere else except South Florida.
Yeah.
I've been in New York plenty of times. Never hear that.
Okay, and so let's talk about when you decided to go to this healthy lifestyle. Did you say you did it all on your own, but like when you started picking your meals, when you started doing your fitness plan, like when you started doing all of that, you were just researching that, or you went to see a nutritionist, you had guidance, like who helped you in this journey?
I did the research on my own in the beginning, and then when I got to my boxing coach, my longtime boxing coach, George Quintero. He
He's Colombian?
no, he's Puerto Rican.
Okay.
He excuse me.
That's my mom's last name,
Oh, word?
Quintero. Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
But we're Colombian, so I was like, oh, maybe he's family.
Maybe. Small world. He actually is certified in a couple, fitness and personal training, nutrition, and all that. I did my own research, yeah, but when I got with him, I definitely learned more about, when, like, he explained to me more how to eat, what to eat at what time. With him, I discovered the whole, like, no carbs for like a week or whatever. Like, what it does to your body when you're cutting weight and all that. He's the one that really taught me more now. But I didn't get any meal preps done probably until like 2 years ago. But he would just tell me things, and I'll go shop at Publix and make the meals my own. Easy shit. Stuff that wouldn't take too much time. And yeah, I mean that's he
was like a guide for you.
Yeah, he was very instrumental in like that last little barrier that I had to cut to get. Okay, put it like this: I didn't have abs till after I started working out with him. Like that's when my body definitely like took a change.
Damn.
Like I lost the weight, sure, but then he like just trimmed it down. Yeah, definitely.
And so you are Afro Latino. You're Dominican.
Mm-hmm.
How did you grow up, and what was your relationship with food like, and how did that relationship change with your family, maybe when you started cutting weight and all of that?
Man, I think I stopped eating rice every day when I was 18. I mean, I'm Dominican, so they if it's not rice, it's plátanos, and not that. I mean, there's rice in the sancocho. I mean, there's rice hidden everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, the food is great. Food is amazing, but like, no, I love Dominican food. I love Dominican people. I don't think there's not one Dominican healthy meal. I don't think that exists.
Yeah.
Maybe bacalao, bacalao they do it con papa and all that. But I mean, food was amazing. But then definitely when I started cutting weight, and like I go to my mom's house and I gotta like, tell her, mom, not so much rice, please. I'll go to my dad's. Like my dad, my dad's the best cook ever. Way better than my mom. And, oh my God, Merck's.
He throws it down.
Oh my God, a savage. He is. I mean, he has a gut to show it. Like he will tell you. Yeah. And whenever I visit him, whenever I go to his house, it's like I have to eat. And perfect example. If I tell him, "Hey, Dad, not so much rice," why you being a little bitch? You know, yeah, right away. Mm-hmm. And I got to tell him I'm cutting weight, and then he's like, well, why stop fighting? See, you get skinny now. As he's serving me more rice.
Yeah.
And what are you gonna do? You gotta keep your parents happy, so I eat.
And I think so too, like in our black and brown communities, it's almost like disrespectful to not wipe the plate clean. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Like usted no se para de esa mesa hasta que
limpie el plato.
Hasta que limpie el plato.
Yeah.
And so I think that also affects us too, because even like I noticed that when you see like little kids y son gorditos, it's cute. Like to the elders, like ay tan lindo, tan gordito, como come bien.
Lo buche.
Yeah.
All that.
And so, but low key, like that could be like childhood obesity type of thing in some people,
Yeah.
And in our communities too, like our communities suffer a lot, especially like as Latinos, like black women, black men, Latino men and women too. I know because I've written like pieces on it. About like high blood pressure and all of these things that affect us, and it's because of how
it's hereditary,
and it's hereditary too, but definitely through our food.
Mm-hmm.
And so, what did your parents react like when they started seeing you change, like when they saw your body change? You dropped how much weight overall?
In total, so 290, and the lowest I ever got was to 155 pounds.
155?
Yeah, for one fight, I got 155 pounds, so that's 290.
Damn.
Yeah, 145 pounds.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I weigh 140 on a good day.
That's cute. It's a curl.
That's a curl for you.
Yeah, but 140 pounds. I mean, it took years.
Were they alarmed? Like, it took years to do that?
I mean, to get to that weight, yeah, but I mean, I was, they were, I'll say my mom was like, when I was like already like in the low 200s, upper 190s, so like, all right, I said, you gotta lose no more weight. Like, my mom hates seeing me when I'm cutting weight. My face is thinner. You can see my jaw and all that. You can see my jaw through the beard. Yeah, like she could tell right away. So they were shocked. My dad, he was happy. Like he saw like I did all on my own, and he was like, and I was living with him only. I wasn't with my mother. So he saw it firsthand, and he applauded me for it. He definitely liked it.
Yeah.
He never worked out a day with me, but to see it, and then like he when we would live together, he would cook like a little bit healthier.
Yeah.
Like because he knew what I was doing.
Yeah.
So
he supported that discipline.
yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, when you're doing it, you really don't tell. You really can't because you're so focused. You're so driven into like wanting to. Like I train every day, and I want to do it. I lose myself in training.
How many hours do you train?
So, all right, my perfect Tuesday, I train at 7 a.m. 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. Go home, take a nap, eat. I'm back in the gym at 11 a.m. 11 a.m. to 12. Go home, take a nap, eat, and I'll probably bust a run later at the end of the night or just hang out, chill, rest. But normally, yeah, like that, like 4 hours, 4 to 5 hours.
And then you work at night?
Yeah, I work overnight. Yeah,
okay,
definitely.
So it's like sustainable?
Yeah, but that's why, I nap every, in between like 2 to 3 hours or whatever.
Because you
Get
work.
my rest. Yeah, definitely. You gotta rest. Rest is so important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you were saying something earlier. Well, what's the most extreme thing you did in order to lose the weight?
Man, in order to lose, from like being fat or from just after or like to cut weight like for a fight something. Man, so when that no carb thing, when I experienced it for the first time, so you don't realize how important carbs are until you just take them out. Like everything is carbs, fruit, obviously bread, rice, pasta. I love pasta. I fucking love pasta. Pasta's my favorite dish ever. Everything you love has carbs. So all in that week, all I could eat was how I did it. How like I didn't cheat, but the easy way. I at Publix roasted whole chicken.
Yeah.
Got that, chopped it up. So that was my protein. Then I bought a big bag of almonds, and that was my fat. That's all I could eat. I did that for 7 days.
And you could still train while you're eating?
Well, I had to. Yeah.
Do you have, I'm sure you feel weak.
Absolutely. Yeah, by Thursday I was dying. I was like, well, not dying. I'm being dramatic, but I definitely felt it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed a difference by then. And then, but I finished it, so did it. But that was hard.
And, like, have you gotten, like, approval from, like, a doctor or anything like that these methods are, like, correct? Or you're just doing this, like, on your own?
When I do cut weight, I do have a doctor I see. Shout out to Doc Mike Picarillo. It's my man's. Shout out to you, bro. Great guy. But he sees me often in between the fights during the camp, before, after. I speak to him, whatever. He has a scale. I weigh myself and checks my body fat and all that. And as long as I stay like 20 pounds away from the goal that I gotta fight at, I more often than not I'll just only lose water. Won't break into the muscle, the fat or whatever. Well, definitely the fat, but not like I won't get too skinny.
Yeah.
So, but it's still sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I had to cut weight through Thanksgiving for my last fight.
Oh my God! I went vegan during Thanksgiving.
God bless you.
Yeah.
You're tougher than me. I cannot do
it
the
was
vegan
hard.
life. Oh
it
no.
was hard.
Mm-mm.
But I think I'm not gonna be vegan for much longer.
My sister just went vegan.
She did?
Yeah.
I think I'm about to jump off that bandwagon.
Have you ever had vegan pizza?
Of course, we have it at the time.
Oh, it's pretty awesome. That
Yeah.
like it's the cheese made out of cashews or whatever. It's pretty good. I could do that, but
we'll
that's
see.
about it.
Well, my wife is Dominican.
Yeah.
And y'all Dominicans throw down like insane.
She cooks.
What? She's the cook in our house.
That's awesome.
I make cereal.
And Pop-Tarts.
And hot dogs.
No.
Vegan hot dogs. Not even.
Oh my God.
No, she cooks. Yeah, she's a chef in her house. I'm the cleaning lady in the house.
Vegan hot dogs are so trash.
Let me tell you something. Let's talk about. You know what song reminded me of you when I was thinking about this? You know Mike Jones? back then they didn't want me.
No,
Now
they
all
all
love
on
me.
facts.
You know why? Because I was stalking you a little, and the thirst is crazy on your IG.
Mm,
And not only that,
that's funny.
but I think it's funny because I knew you from before. You saw the picture I posted on my IG of us back in the day.
Yeah, fat me.
Not fat you, just before you got into boxing.
Yeah, well, I was still kind of thick though.
You were thick,
Yeah,
but you didn't have the
I had
same.
lost the weight already. Yeah.
You were already in that road,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't think you were getting the attention you're getting now.
No.
And so I'm curious to know, like, how has that changed you as a person? Like, how do you look at women now? Like, even some women who maybe you would have wanted to talk to back in the day who didn't even want to look your way, and now they're like, damn, fine. Oh my God, girl,
man.
have you seen his Instagram? Oh, he cute or whatever. Like, how do you deal with this new attention?
When I did like lost that extra weight and I really like
And your hair's different. Like, you just did everything different. You changed.
Yeah, I don't know where the hair came from. I just stopped going to the barber shop and I don't know. It was my hair got long, but I think here I'll tell you when I think I was like 23, 24. When like I dropped down to a lower weight class and I was maintaining my weight well, and that's when all the baby fat was gone.
Yeah.
By then, and I was in a relationship in that time, and I was with her as I was losing the weight, right? And I would be lying to you if the whole thing did not affect the relationship. It definitely did.
Of course.
I was humble when I got with her. I lost weight. The thirst came. I tasted it. I enjoyed it, and entertaining the thirst cost me that, and whatever, it happens. But not that was then. Now, because obviously I've maintained my weight and stayed in shape, and I'm always in the gym. So I understand. I know that I'm gonna look apart.
Yeah.
And all this attention and all these crazy stuff on social media, like girls comment and all that. I know it's gonna come, but I mean, I shake it off. It's all hype. Girls gas you up. I appreciate it. It does make me feel good. Why lie to you? It's cool, thanks. But I just I try not to acknowledge it too much because it'll get my head big.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would.
So here's the thing. Can I say the nickname that I call you? Or no?
Yes.
Okay. So you've always been Booger Boy to me. Because
that's how I got fat. I ate all my boogers.
And so, I always knew dorky you. Like, I always knew, like, my boy. Like, funny you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the boy that I was, Booger Boy from kindergarten.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And then seeing, like, this change and also seeing how people react to you, like, it must kind of, like, at one point or another, like, it does make you feel some sort of way, like, mentally, because let's say did you get bullied growing up? Like, did you ever?
I got bullied that's what got me into boxing. Why? Honestly.
Well, tell me about that.
I was very, very Spanish. I'm Spanish first. I was born in DR.
Yeah.
So kids would make fun of me when I came down here to South Florida. They never seen a black Spanish person.
Oh, really?
Yeah, definitely. They used to Cubans being, whiter, lighter complexion. So I'll get picked on, and my sister always wait for me at the bus stop, and I'm coming off the bus crying and shit.
Damn.
And my sister just punched shit out of me, and she was like, "Tighten up, stop crying. Next time they pick on you, that's how you gotta hit them." And that's when I started learning boxing and all that, and kept me away, and I wasn't getting bullied anymore. Next time they picked on me, I would just punch somebody in the face. But that's another story. Don't punch people in the face in the school. It's very bad. Don't do it.
But so the bullying and all of that stuff, right? And changing, like, because I still feel you, like, your spirit, the spirit of you is still like that Booger Boy humble spirit.
Oh yeah,
you know
definitely,
what I'm saying?
absolutely.
Like, the outside has changed, but like when I say soft, I mean like not soft, but like that gentle you, like that easy to talk to you, that all love type of person that you are.
Thank you.
You know, it's still you.
Yeah, I think when that time I told you, I think I probably drifted away from that for a little bit, and I think it was just because, you know, it might sound bad, but I was looking at the attention I was getting, and I was looking at what I was like, you know, with, and I'm like, damn, now like I can expand, if you will, you know, for lack of a better term, and it was just like, you know, I got big headed, definitely.
What was it? J. Cole is like, a nigga only used to stress over Joanna. Now a nigga only
stress over Rihanna. Yeah. I'm talking tens and betters, hood bitches and tens and sweaters. Yeah. I don't even stress over Rihanna's. But nah, definitely that happened, and I mean, I guess look at what I just said. I don't stress over Rihanna's. It does affect me because now like the attention comes, sure, and I dismiss it. You know, most of the times because
it's superficial.
Yeah, and it's gonna come tomorrow. You know, but then it'll, you know, you fuck up or you know, you stop being who you are, and
then that's what changes everything.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about your love for boxing.
Yeah.
Because that's a really big part of who you are.
Mm-hmm.
So this story of like this change was all due to boxing.
Yeah.
And so you're a local athlete here in Miami. You're in South Florida. Let's talk about the boxing world here. Like, what's the boxing community like? How is it like?
Well, I started in boxing and then now I'm fighting full MMA.
Yeah.
I think South Florida's big in MMA. Like, there's so many promotions down here, you know, and they're all like, for the most part, they're all like tight knit. There's nobody really beefing with anybody, or you know, shows competing with one another.
Yeah.
Excuse me. It's for the most part, it's all love, but it's big. I mean, there's fights or there's shows that will have about 12 to 15 fights, and we're talking, you know, 30, 40 fighters, you know, all in one night, and that's just the fighters competing. There's fighters coming out to see the show and to scout, you know, the talent and all that, you know, amongst the crowd and, you know, people that come and chant and support the, you know, local fighters as well. So it's huge. I say it's real big, you know, and it's big and then it's so small because you'll run into everybody, you know, at these events and everything like that. You know, you might be sitting next to somebody that you might fight, you know, next time. Yeah, it's happened, definitely. Happened to me, it happens to everybody where, you know, you might be sharing a locker room where you're fighting one guy and then this guy you're going to fight next. It happens.
Damn, okay. And would you say that it's a lucrative, like, or a self-sustaining career? Like, is that your goal?
I want to fight overseas. I think there's more money overseas than there is in the United States.
Where in particular? Korea?
Yeah, Asia.
Okay.
Asia has that. I believe that's where it's at.
Yeah.
As far as fighting, I refuse to have only one source of income.
Yeah.
I spoke to somebody real. I think he's a truck trading business, something like that, and he spoke to me that you're supposed to have 7 sources of incomes, and right now I'm only at like 2 or 3.
Wow.
So I gotta, you know, I got 4 more to get at.
Yeah, you gotta step it up.
Yeah, definitely. So, you know, I mean, I love fighting, yeah. But more importantly, I like producing. I like, you know, the holidays come around, I'm able to get my nieces and nephews whatever they want. That's, you know, that's what I like, you know.
You said producing?
Producing, yeah. As far as, you know, meaning, you know, money, you know, staying,
okay.
you know, being financial,
income.
generating income, staying, you know, financially stable, all that, you know. So fighting helps, yeah, but my body's gonna only be, you know,
like this.
The abuse that I give it is only gonna be for so long. So, you know, thinking long term, just, you know, other. Is it a lucrative business? Yeah, you know, you can get rich off it. Definitely, you can make money.
Yeah.
But just everybody should know. Every fighter should know that it's not forever. That you should definitely put your time into it because you need time invested to be successful. To win a fight, you got to put in the time in the gym. But don't put all your marbles in one basket where, you know, this is the only hustle you have.
Yeah. And so, tell me about, like, what it looks like to be a boxer out here. Like, up to how many fights are you having a month? Like, how does that work? How is that world?
I mean, it varies. You know, for perfect example, man, I got a guy, a teammate. he was supposed to fight in this past weekend. There was a show, XFN fights. He was supposed to fight on that. He was supposed to fight on the night that I fought, December 1st. Both fights got canceled, and I think he only fought maybe once this year, if I'm right. And because of that, because of canceled fights, so I like to be active. I like to fight like every other month, or every 2 months, as long as I'm healthy, nothing's hurt, I'm not sore, too crazy, nothing's broken. As long as I'm good, I'll be, in the gym and looking to compete, But on average, I say 3-4 times a year should be good. You gotta give your body rest too. You gotta know your body well.
Yeah.
You gotta know when to, let me step back today. But yeah, 3 or 4 times a year should be good.
How much can a boxer make financially during one fight? Like, what's been the most successful financially, like, fight that you've had?
I mean, this was like kind of like underground, so maybe like 3K.
3K?
Yeah.
That's a good amount?
Yeah, I mean, it was a short fight, but down here that I know of, I mean, it's up there. Depending on what show.
Yeah.
You can make probably for your first fight, I don't know, 3 to 5. Second, third, maybe up to 10, depending.
Wow.
Yeah, but I know boxers get paid more, so there's probably more. They said there's more money in boxing, but MMA gives you more fights. There's a show every so often. Boxing they're more spaced out.
So what's your goal? Like, if you could say, like, this is what I want to do in my future, this is where I want MMA or boxing, whatever you decide to take me, like, what's the ultimate for you?
Oh man, I want to have real estate in Asia, fighting out there. You know what I'm saying? I want to have a house in Miami, a house in somewhere in Korea with a condo with an amazing view, right by a gym where I can go train at, because I gotta go fight later in the year. That'll be like, I'm big on wanting to see the world and everything like that. Like, besides fighting, I think eventually I want to travel some more. I haven't yet. I've been a couple places. Fought in Puerto Rico, that was real cool.
Yeah.
I fought in Tennessee. But go around the world and do what you love. That's fucking awesome. So
yeah.
I think that's ultimately my goal. Like, not to stay put in just one spot. Or the UFC is great, best show there is. But I want to be everywhere.
Who do you want to fight for?
Whoever's paying the most.
That's smart.
Yeah. This is not an easy job.
Yeah. Have you gotten injured? Like, what? Have you broken anything?
I've fractured a rib. I've fractured the metatarsals, like the front bone of your foot. Bruised the rib. I think I shot at my thumb too. In a first round of a fight too.
Damn.
I mean, those injuries do sound bad, but like nothing that ever requires surgery. Yeah, I haven't had any surgery courtesy of. I broke my nose. That sucked.
Damn.
That was my very first fight. My very first boxing fight. Very first minute of the fight. My fucking nose gets shattered. Just like this. Letter J on my face.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But I heard like that's like you need to go through that to feel like what it is.
It hasn't been broken again, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely.
So it won't happen.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
And what's your like your rank? Like, how many fights have you lost?
I'm 8 wins, 5 losses.
8 wins, 5 losses.
Yeah.
Dang, you're pretty good.
Nah, I lost a lot.
Yeah.
I lost a lot. I can do better. I'm gonna do better in 2019, definitely. I'm have an amazing gym, Rock MMA and Davey. They take good care of me, and I think in this year I kind of like broke like another like barrier, if you will, another boundary. I stepped up another level of training and all that. So feeling very confident for the new year and like all the fights I'm gonna have next year.
What can you tell like other men out there that have at one point or another struggled with their weight, struggled with how society views them, how their family views them, like getting out of that mental funk, where you kind of just, where it clicks and you're like, I'm gonna do this today.
You know what? I'm gonna say this. You gotta do it for yourself. The byproduct of it is great. Like I said, I try to look apart. It's my goal because I'm an athlete. I'm in there. So the byproduct of that is all the social media stuff, everything. So, all men are gonna get that if they do such a change. But ideally, you know, if you want to be healthier, you want to look better, you gotta do it for you. You do it for another reason, you're gonna stray easily. You're gonna stray because you're gonna get that, and that's it. You know,
Yeah.
you're gonna lose focus, might even gain your weight back. But I mean, you gotta love your body. You know, if you're looking yourself in the mirror and you know what you see and you know where you could be and where you're at, and if you're not happy with yourself, just do something about it. Easy.
So would you say that it helps to like, or like maybe what are some things that have